amazing agency, 100%. So Milestones AAA is one of 6 AAAs in Iowa. So we cover the southeast portion of it. We cover 17 counties, basically. We listed the counties in there, all the way Appaloosa, Scott, Clinton. I cover 7 counties. Joni, how many counties do you cover? 3?
Just Clinton and Scott.
Clinton and Scott, okay. So 148 different communities and 120,000 plus people that are over 60. And actually in my program, I do 18 to 59 with disability also, but that's, I'll kind of get into that once we talk about my program a little bit. There are 35 senior nutrition centers and in 3 regional offices. So we have a main office in Davenport, Burlington, and then in Ottumwa. We are from the Davenport office. Next page, the Older Americans Act and Area Agencies on Aging. That's just kind of a briefing. You guys can read on that if you want to, and on how we came about and the Older Americans Act and what it means for us and what it means for what we can do for our aging population. So, and the grants that we get from the state, basically. So, kind of went over that. And then the services that we have at Milestones, we have quite a few different services. Nutrition, I'll let Joni cover that. Our Lifelong Links program, our Aging and Disability Resource Center, information and assistance, options counseling, case management, our Family Caregiver program, the Dependent Adult Elder Abuse Prevention and Awareness program, that's mine, our Older Worker Employment program, and our evidence-based programming. So we have quite a few different programs and services that we provide through Milestones. And I'll kind of get in a little bit more depth for that, but I'll let Joni discuss the nutrition piece of it.
Hi everyone, I'm Joni Osborne, and a couple of you people know me, and I know you. So along with Krista Mulholland, our newest employee, we oversee the day-to-day operations of home delivered meals in Clinton and Scott County. Sodexo is located out of St. Ambrose, and they're our food provider. They make all of our food along with feeding the kids at the college. They're helping us put out about 450 meals a day between the 2 counties. So we have 7 meal sites, or what we call a fancy name, community cafes, located in Scott County, and 3 in Clinton County. One is in Comanche, Park Tower, and then of course DeWitt. I'm sure you all know that we're in the United Methodist Church. Anyone ages 60 or over can enjoy a meal with making a reservation at any of our community cafes, and we ask for a suggested contribution of $5 per home delivered meal, but no one can be denied due to lack of paying. As you can imagine, when COVID hit, the participation at our meal sites went down quite a bit. So we're looking for ways to get people back in and to come to our cafes. One of the ways that our bosses have found to do that is what we call an Iowa Cafe. And that's in your handout, the information on that. And lastly, we are looking for a couple of drivers on particularly our north route here in DeWitt, and Nancy and Jane, Betty and Lloyd, you all have done that. So if anybody else wants to, and I'm sorry if I'm missing somebody.
Yeah, Sally does it with me.
Okay, hi.
Yeah.
So sorry I'm sorry I missed you. So yes, thank you for everything that you guys have done and are doing. And if anybody else wants to help out, you just give me a shout. And one more quick thing, I'm looking for a manager in Spring Village in Davenport. So if you know anybody in Davenport that wants a job, a sweet little gig down there, 3.5 hours a day, send them my way.
Which location is the Spring Village? Where is that at?
It's located on Spring Street, so Kimberly and Spring Street, right behind the Hy-Vee there.
Right, my mother-in-law lives there, so that's what I'm saying.
Well, if she knows anybody that wants a job, holler at me.
Does she know?
Thank you.
Well, I don't actually.
Alright, so that's Joni's piece. She got all the nutrition, the facts and the good stuff in there is in your handout. Our biggest, also, nutrition's probably one of our biggest programs that we have, but our options counseling and our case management and our home community-based services is also really large. Our options counseling basically allows participants to work individually with options counselor, home visits, home assessments. They assist with Medicaid applications, food assistance applications, pretty much any assistance somebody may need or want. Options, that's kind of an options counselor's job, you know. Annette had been with Milestones for quite a long time, and she was wonderful at her job. She's on leave right now, but we have another one that's taking over in the Clinton and in the Scott County area. So yeah, just we get calls for pretty much anything, and it's usually, well, something the options counselor will figure out to be able to assist with for sure. Case management is more for our clients that, kind of our longer term clients. I have quite a few case management clients that we've kept on. The needs are still there, but they don't really fall into an options counseling or an abuse referral anymore. So we use them as, have them on as case management, and I've had a couple case managements for at least 3 years. Home and community-based services, like we discussed, is basically homemaker services that we can get into the home. It is personal emergency response system, so basically like the life alerts. We're able to get those in the home for the clients that are in need of those, for sure. So our caregiver program, that's run in the Scott County area and Clinton area with Karen. She's our family caregiver specialist, and she does have support groups. So her program is designated to work with the caregiver. So anyone that's taking care of a parent, a loved one, a spouse, she is able to give support to those that are the actual caregiver. So in her support groups, she has one actually, I believe, in DeWitt. And those of course have just started coming back up again due to COVID. They were pretty much online. So those are back and running again, and she's great at what she does also. So lots of support, lots of information. We have respite care funds also for the caregiver to take care of mom, dad, and whoever the loved one may be. My program is the Elder Abuse Prevention and Awareness Program. So basically any type of abuse referral for the independent adults will come to me. I cover 7 counties in the area, including Clinton. So any type of abuse, whether it's financial, emotional, physical, neglect, self-neglect, deprivation, things like that. I will look into those cases. I do home visits and assessments as well, and make sure that they get the services that they need, that we can help the situation. Awareness and prevention is also part of my program, just to make those aware of scams that are going on. We have lots of scams. I've worked with Randy Meyer numerous times. I actually go to his Seniors versus Crimes meetings monthly up in Clinton. So we work and tag team together on quite a bit of different financial exploitation for the older adults. So also I do the 18 to 59 population. So the difference between my program and maybe DHS is dependent adults. There usually has to be a caretaker involved. I can take abuse cases on with anyone as long as they live within the community. So that one's that. Like you kind of touch base, other programs that we have is the evidence-based, matter of balance, matter of choices, the older worker employment, and the home meds modification safety review. So we have flyers for all of those. Those are a little more in depth, not my program, so I don't totally cover them just so I don't mess anything up. But yeah, so we have lots of services through Milestones. And basically we always kind of give out the regular 800 number to contact if you have questions. You will speak to an information specialist. We have them answering in Scott County and in the Tumwa area, but they will route you to where it needs to go. So if you say, I think, you know, my neighbor's being abused, okay, where does she live? They know that's my area, then that will get referred to me. And then for us, we do have a priority base depending on the type of abuse situation it is. So, or if it's nutrition and it's Clinton, Scott County, they know they're gonna send that to Joni. So yeah, so the 800 number is a great way. Otherwise, you can always call the local number, let them know, you know, what you're calling about or who you need to reach, and I'll make sure that they get it transferred to you some way, somehow. So, do you have anything else, Mike?
I don't. That was great.
Anybody have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Do you work with other agencies then? I mean, you said you work with Randy Meyer, but do you work?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think all of our departments, options counseling, family caregiver, it's just, I would say it takes a village. In my department, I work closely with DHS I work closely with law enforcement. We reach out to other resources like Randy Meyer in Clinton. He has a great program. You know, he'll call me, I'll call him, emails, things like that. So yeah, if we can utilize a resource between different agencies, it's amazing. I call senior resources in Muscatine often just because, and I was actually down there yesterday, just because you can bounce ideas off each other. You know what I mean? They may need a little help here, need a little help there. So yeah, so we definitely work with every agency. And I'm still finding out about agencies or new things all the time, actually. That I'm like, oh, I've never heard of that. You know, that's great to know. So I like to always jot those things down, just, you know, for future references.
Did I miss when Milestone started?
Oh, 2014. That's when they started. That's when Milestone started. Before that was Generations.
Generations before that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when-
I was gonna
that's
say
when
it was
you
a
all
different
had
name.
that.
Yep, that was Generations.
Yeah.
So.
That's-
Alright, well, thank you very much.
Thank you
and
so
for
much for
having us,
having us.
for sure.
Yeah.
A little short and sweet presentation.